Hey guys, and welcome to the Walking Dead Project, and in this episode we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 11, Claimed. Let's go! Okay guys, I got a lot to go through in this episode, and we have to go through as fast as possible because my last video, as you know, it went for about 8 minutes, and yeah, that takes a long time to upload in Australian time. You know, I have to handbrake everything, and it just takes forever. So we're going to try and get through this fast, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay, the opening scene for The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 11, we see Abraham. Is introduction as them driving across the road, and they come up to like a bunch of cars, and yeah, we get to see how good he is at, you know, taking out walkers, and then we see a bit of Tara, and you know, then they go harvest some cars, and we see the title screen, blah 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 blah. Okay. But really the real scene is when we see Michonne and Carl sitting down at the breakfast table, whatever you call the table, and they're eating, just talking about stuff. And yeah, just talking about soy milk and stuff like that. Nothing really important. We learn throughout the episode, we learn a bit more about Michonne's past. We actually find out that she had a 3-year-old son called Adrian. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. I think it is. Anyway, we just learn more about her past, and yeah, how many kids she didn't have, and all this stuff, and her about a boyfriend, I think, if you were in there. Anyway, Michonne and Carl go out for a run. Meanwhile, Rick is left. They leave Rick because he needs to rest so he can, you know, regain health. Anyway, while he's resting, the house gets broken into by 5 guys that we actually don't get a really good look at. Anyway, past all that, we'll come back to that later. Michonne and Carl just go, sorry, I've got to look down, I've got this all written down. Anyway, Carl and Michonne go harvesting for food and just supplies, come across a house, nothing too big there. We then go back to the house with Rick, guy sleeping on the top of the bed. Rick's woke up as these guys are coming in, and he's hiding under this bed that he was sleeping on. And this guy's like laying on top of it. Next minute, this guy comes in, tells him to get up, and before we know it, there's a fight, and he's getting choked to death. Pretty sure he dies, or at least he's passed out. I'm pretty sure he's passed out. We saw his eye moving. Maybe he's turning into a walker. I don't know. I think he just passed out from the, you know, from being suffocated. Okay. After all this, we then meet up with Glenn and Tara on the back of Abraham's army truck. Of course, throughout this, Tara is writing down every turn and that, from where they saw the bus to where they are. She's writing it all down on her hand so they can direct their way back. And then Glenn, they stop the truck, Glenn's putting on a fuss, and then we get revealed that the show is going to follow the comic books thing, and the goal for Abraham, Eugene and Rosita is to make it to Washington, because Eugene is apparently a scientist and he knows exactly what's going on and he can fix it. Okay, so we're going to see a bit of the comic book coming through here. Then, this is my favourite part, I love this part, my favourite part of the episode. Abraham's going all stuff on Glenn and saying that Maggie's dead and then it's not worth it and we can't lose you two. And then next minute, Glenn just turns around and absolutely nails him with his biggest punch ever. Big haymaker, just knocks him on his feet. Next minute, Abraham's up, he's calling him a bitch, and he comes after him, and it's just a big fight breaking out. And it's just like coming down with elbows and just all beating the hell out of each other. It was an awesome scene. Meanwhile, Eugene, looking like an idiot, just standing there while all these small herd of walkers is coming through. He gets a assault rifle, semi-automatic, and he's just going ape. He can't not even aim, and he's just going shooting everywhere. In the process, he shoots the fuel tank to the truck. Yeah, he does a 360. He's like shoots all the way across the truck, and he's hit the fuel tank. So that's obviously not good. We'll get back to that later. And we then go back to Rick. He's sneaking through the house. He sneaks into this bathroom, and he wrestles with this guy and choking him to death. Takes his gun and, you know, out the window he goes. He's trying to find his way around this house and try and get these guys. Main part of the Abraham storyline and all that is now they continue on foot. Glenn is leading them and they're just following. them. They're all following together. They all, because he said we need more people the better. So they're just helping each other out now. And we're just gonna, and really nothing more interesting happens except for maybe Rick, Michonne and Carl coming back to the house, and Rick's outside the house, and he runs over to them. All we know is that we can assume is that there was a walker, probably the guy that got choked to death. Maybe he turned into the walker, and the other guy in the bathroom as well. Maybe they turned the walkers, because then we hear the screaming and gunfire. So and they run in. Rick runs out. You know, he runs off with Michonne and that. And the final scene we see is Rick, Carl, and Michonne walking on the train tracks. They come across a cart, and it says, Sanctuary, those who arrive survive. So, if you know from the previous episode, The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 10, Inmates, you will know that Tyrese, Carol, Lizzie, Mika, Baby Judy, and all that, they're heading towards Terminus, which is Sanctuary, basically. So, they will probably meet up with Rick, Carl, and Michonne, and we'll find out if it actually is a sanctuary, or it is just a trap set by the Hunters. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this episode. Don't forget to go back and watch all my other episodes. I'll be posting some more videos during the week just talking about topics. I pretty much covered most of the main highlights of this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back next week to do a review of The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 12. Not sure what the title is. I'll get back to you on that one. And yeah, I'll be doing a predictions video. I've already seen the trailer, so I'll be doing a predictions video. Just gonna check it out there. I believe the episode will be based around Daryl and Beth. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Have a nice night, wherever you are in the world. Cheers.